Welcome to the 2022 SSE PA Breakthrough Conference. I'm with the chair, John Kruth. I'm the arrangement chair, Lauren Brown. John, you've organized another incredible conference. Can you tell us what we can expect during the 4 days, June 23rd to 26th of this conference, please?
Well, I'm not sure I can tell you what to expect, and I hope it's an incredible conference, but I know that we're going to have some great speakers. We have a lot of different topics. Unlike last year, it's a little shorter, yeah, where it's going to be 4 days instead of 9 days, but we have speakers covering all types of topics, everything from encounter experiences, from subtle energies to topics related to anthropology, healing, consciousness, so many different topics. And we have a bunch of very, very good speakers who are going to be with us this year.
So I'll let people know just to navigate the site on the menu. If you go to the presenters link, it will list who the speakers are. And then if you open up the speaker, you'll see a little bit more about the speaker and there'll be a link to their talk, or you can go right to the talk and it will tell you about the talk and the speaker. And we have, these are all happening in the main room. So we have these convention rooms. If you go here and you click the main room, it will tell you what's happening that day. So right now we have the opening day listed here. And then you can join the live talk during that live event. If you miss the live event, you have access to the recordings until the end of September. So you can go ahead and go and watch a talk. So for example, I've opened up Helene's talk right here. And so when you go to the talk and you click on her page, you'll see that her talk is here. And you just press play and it will start to play her talk. Or you can click get started and get a better view of it. And you can even make the link even large by clicking on this little full screen button, and it'll take up the whole screen. So that's with all the talks. The main place you want to go to is the convention rooms. John, what are all these convention rooms? I see we have the main room, so that's where we're going to have our talks, but I see there's the bar, the encounter rooms. Can you tell us a little bit more about why we have these other rooms available for everybody?
Sure. Our theme last year was connections. And we wanted to try to find a way to get people to recreate when we go to live conventions, how you kind of wander in the hallway or find people in other rooms and you sit down with them and you have a conversation. We wanted to provide this opportunity as well in the online format. And so what we did is we created a number of different rooms that you can jump from one to the other. The main room is where the main stage, where the main presentations are. The other rooms are where we'll end up going after we're on the main stage. So like, let's say Dean Radin gives this talk and you want to talk to Dean a little bit afterwards. What you can do is you can catch up to Dean in one of the other Edge Science rooms, the energy room, or one of the other rooms on the website. We also never have had a convention where we didn't have a bar available. So there's another room that's a bar that's just for free discussion that's not going to be scheduled at any time for anything. But it just gives us an opportunity to kind of catch up and keep more of the community feeling that we get at most of our meetings.
And I remember this year you wanted that connections, that community as well. So there is the forums where you can go in and click on, go into the forums and have general discussion. So you can share, people were sharing last year, book titles, books that they've written, meetups. So general discussions where you can continue the discussion. And then this year for 2022, we've added a chat function. So if you scroll on any page of the website, whether you're on the forums, the home, the talks, if you look at the bottom right, there's kind of the chat icon and it says I have 10 chats. And if you click on that, it opens it up and it will let you know how many active users are on the site right now. So right now I see John's on the site. So I could sit here and just say, hi, John, want to meet at the bar at 5 p.m. And I can send him that little thing there, right? And so, and there's options to add a file or add a photo as well. And so, why wait until 5, says John. So we want to let you know that there's that opportunity in the forums for discussions. But if you want to if you see somebody and you want to quickly say a hello to somebody or send somebody an invite to something, you do have that available with the chat. John's name appears with his picture. Some people do not. You just go into your profile. So I'm in here as Lauren. You just go into your profile, click edit, and that's where you can add your photo, and that's where you can add your name, how you want it to appear in the chat. So I just want to let you know that's available to you as well. The main things you really want to focus on is if you go to the calendar will have the 23rd, 4th, 25th, and 26th. So if you click on that day, it brings up the schedule for the day. Please note that it's listed in Eastern Standard Time, but I'm in Vancouver, so it also has a local time, so I can see what time it is for me on my time zone. But this is the time things are happening. This is all listed in Eastern Daylight Standard Time, so you can check out the times of the talks. So the calendar lets you know what's happening. And then going to the convention room, if you're looking to interact with speakers and watch the talks in a live Zoom room, then come to the main room and it will tell you what's happening each day. So right now we have Thursday the 23rd up. After the day is over, we'll list the next day. And you can continue to watch the talks if you miss them during the live event until September 30th. If you're registered with the conference, you can watch the recordings as well. Anything else you want to share with our registrants for 2022?
Well, yeah, I want to say that the chat function was one of the things that we've added because people were always asking, how can I find out who else is online and can I can I visit with someone or have a conversation with someone that's not out in public with everyone? So that's why we added this chat function. It's a really nice feature and it allows us to make some more personal connections with people. And maybe you can say, hey, let's go over into the ESP room and we'll talk about that presentation we just saw. Or you can say, hey, let's plan on meeting up later in one of these other rooms. You can do that through the chat through the whole time. In addition, one of the things we added is brief video presentations. You know, when we have these conferences, we always have a limited schedule and we have more presentations than we can fit into the schedule. Well, the additional ones, we asked people if they would record a brief 3 to 5 minute video on their topic. And we have about 15 of these where people have submitted 3 to 5 minute videos. And in addition to having the videos, a lot of them have added a link to a document that gives you just a little bit more description of what they're doing, just a one-page document. So you can see there's going to be a little bit more information here, and just give you an introduction to the topic. And you should be able to make contact with the presenter as well if you want to have a further detailed discussion with them.
So really allowing for that connections again. I do want to share with you that when you're looking at the talks, there is a way to because there's a lot of talks. This also includes the brief video presentations in here, as well as the ones that are in the main room. You can search based on presenter. So if you're looking for a certain presenter, you can search for their talks, or you can look at the categories here. And again, we have a separate menu for the brief video presentations, the BVPs, but you can also choose it as a category. But let's say I wanted to just do something on
Look at consciousness, Lauren.
consciousness. So if I click on consciousness, it filters out just the talks that are related specifically to consciousness. So this option is available for you as well if you're looking for certain talks. So in summary, the convention rooms is where you go to join us live in the Zoom room to interact with each other and hear the speakers do their talks. The calendar lets you know what is happening throughout the 4 days. The convention rooms is where you go to join the Zoom rooms. And then as John shared, they have those brief video presentations. And I think everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. However, if it isn't for you and you want extra help or you have questions, go to the contact us and the support team will be happy to answer your questions. So just fill in your information here, send it to us, and we'll get back to you in a timely manner. A lot of the questions you may have want to ask are listed here in the FAQ. So you just click on the plus sign and it opens up what the questions, the answers to the questions. So that's just below the contact details. So it's another way to reach us. John, I'm looking forward to being one of the moderators and looking forward to the talks that we're going to have this year.
Always great to work with you, Lauren, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone there.
All right. Welcome to the 2022 Breakthrough Conference with the SSE and PA.